So it already had a couple of skills: design, taste, front end, high end visual design, minimalist UI. Uh, okay, before I jump in, so what is a skill, right? So skill is nothing but a workflow, right? Um, so guys at and folks at Anthropic have been pretty intelligent and clever. What they have done is, hey, my Claude code works very well on trained data, but again, there are a lot of things that people want to do, right? There are a lot of things which people already have a knowledge in terms of how to do, what to do. And is there a way for them to teach Claude so that Claude can follow a definitive path if the path is already given, right? Um, so, for instance, in my case, I wanted to always create for SEO audit and SEO new page creation. I had a very streamlined workflow, right? You have to go to Google Search Console, get some metrics out of it, look at some key metrics, how the metrics are changing, and then you need to take a decision based on those metrics. You either need to create new article or update the content in my existing page based on some of these, right? And I can actually use multiple skills together as well, right? There can be one skill which is pretty good at writing PDFs, right? Claude by default is not good at writing PDFs, but maybe I can teach it how to do, and that's what a skill is, right? I can teach Claude how to create very good PowerPoint presentations, very good PDFs. Maybe SEO audit can be a skill, right? Maybe product management, like feature breakdown that we created, is a skill, right? PRD making is a skill. Back end audit is a skill, right? Reviewing your code base is a skill. So think about skills as a definitive path or definitive workflow that you share with Claude, and Claude follows exactly that path to achieve its goal, right? Um, and this is beautiful, right? The way they extended Claude skills is like fantastic and phenomenal. I'll show you. So if you try some things on Claude directly, Claude might not be pretty good at it, right? You'll take a lot of time to figure out yourself, to fix it, to iterate, and then finally reach the quality of output that you want to do, right? So this is by Versal. They have put together all the skills together. If you look at this, these are the trending skills right now. Front-end design by Anthropic, pretty good in terms of how the React-based templates are created. Then Remotion skills are very good for video making. Remotion is a video making library, so you can code to create videos, right? So this is trending quite well here. So once I install the skill, what happens is I can invoke the skill, and Claude knows exactly what to do to create best possible videos out of the box, right? Someone has created Azure skills for me, right? Azure is like a cloud provider, right? So I deploy a lot of functions in Azure, a lot of container apps, a lot of different things to work the to do the best practices on cloud infrastructure, right? For CodePub. Now the problem is these documentations are either outdated, or Azure does not maintain it properly, or Claude is not trained on the latest versions of this documentation. So oftentimes, this leads to a lot of friction, right? I cannot just tell to Claude, hey, deploy this function in Azure, right? Even though it has access, it fails quite a lot. And I have to do a lot of iterations to figure out why it failed, what needs to be done, and I have to go manually fix it. It's a huge waste of tokens for me, right? Instead, someone from Azure has actually built this skill, and they are actually guiding Claude to say, look, boss, if you have to create a function, here are the three things that you need to do, right? You need to always call this CLI tool, you need to always use this particular template file, and these are the three commands that you need to run to deploy your code onto an Azure function. Similar to Supabase Edge function, Azure also has something called Azure function, right? So skill is a way in which you teach Claude how to do things in the best possible way, right? Similarly, Supabase has a Supabase skill, right? So sometimes if you have built on Supabase, you would have figured Claude does some mistakes and then probably it will figure out automatically, but it takes some time for it to figure out, right? And you are wasting your tokens in the process. Skills are a way to teach it how to do some things. It can be Supabase integration, it can be Azure integration, it can be creating a PDF for you, it can be creating a PPT for you. Um, and then it can be automation testing for you. It can be browser-based testing for you. By the way, skill creator is also a skill. so, so pretty neat in terms of how they have extended Claude Code. Okay, and you can explore a lot of skills from here. There is Supabase, Postgres best practices, so that it always gets Supabase integrations correct. There are PDF skills which we'll go through today. There is an SEO audit skill that you can use. So someone has done deep research in terms of how SEO audit is done, and they have put it into a skill. Now Claude can follow this step by step, right? There are some memory skills that they have. There is brainstorming skill. There are a lot of things that you can explore. But again, I think be very cautious, like which skill you're using, who has created the skill, is it from an authentic user or not? Because skills have a lot of access. It can do a lot of things within your laptop. So be a bit cognizant of that. But there are a lot of things that you can use to extend Claude. Okay. Any questions before we jump into demo?
I create a lot of skills in for chat and now in Cohort.
Oh wow,
So
brilliant.
yeah, I like to create my own. As you said, I don't know because I just have my own particular type of workflows, and I just like knowing what it does and how it does it, so I could edit it and change it anytime, and it does exactly what I want. But I know of this site. I've had it bookmarked for a while. I haven't downloaded anything from it yet, but I see the Caveman number 70 that became
Yeah,
very trendy and popular for a Claude
this
Code.
became very popular. Yeah, this became pretty popular. There are also some other skills, blah blah blah. No, I didn't go till this one. UI UX Pro Max is pretty popular now. A lot of people are using it. Azure skill I did not try, but I think it's on the top, so should be decently good enough. Skill creator. So this this is funny, right? So your Claude model itself doesn't know how to create skills by default, right? So that's why skill creator is also a skill which guides Claude how to create a new skill. So which is pretty interesting.